Peter Griffin, known for his impulsive and often outrageous behavior, the iconic dad from Family Guy, has done some pretty terrible things over the years. He's the character who goes from being hilariously clueless to shockingly selfish, making for some of the most memorable moments in the series. Today, we're counting down the top 10 worst things Peter Griffin has ever done. Let's jump right into it. At number 10, we have the time Peter sold Meg to pay off a debt. In the episode Blue Harvest, Peter owes a significant amount of money to the local bar. Instead of finding a solution, he offers his daughter Meg as payment. This moment highlights Peter's complete lack of empathy for his family and his willingness to put his own comfort above his daughter's well-being. Selling a family member, even in a comedic context, is an undeniably shocking move that reveals just how selfish Peter can be. While Family Guy often pushes boundaries for laughs, this moment was both uncomfortable and unforgettable, especially since it wasn't the last time he treated Meg poorly. At number 9, Peter's reckless behavior takes center stage when he causes a major oil spill. In Spies Reminiscent of Us, Peter and his friends go on an adventure, accidentally breaking into an old Russian spy base. In their usual careless fashion, they end up causing an oil spill that devastates Quahog's environment. Instead of trying to fix his mistake, Peter brushes it off, showing no remorse for the destruction he caused. This moment exemplifies Peter's dangerous combination of carelessness and apathy, where he's willing to overlook the impact of his actions on his community. For Peter, a little fun is worth the destruction he leaves behind, no matter how many people have to suffer the consequences. Coming in at number 8 is Peter's treatment of his best friend Cleveland. In the Cleveland Loretta quagmire, Peter discovers that Cleveland's wife, Loretta, is cheating on him with Quagmire. Instead of showing sympathy for Cleveland's heartbreak, Peter makes the entire ordeal worse by creating a spectacle out of the situation. Peter's insensitivity toward Cleveland's pain is not only unkind, but downright cruel, as he prioritizes his own entertainment over his friend's feelings. Rather than being there for Cleveland, Peter laughs at his misery, proving that he often values his own amusement over true friendship. This lack of empathy is a recurring theme in Peter's relationships, and it's one of the reasons he struggles to connect with people on a deeper level. At number 7, we have the time Peter bullied his daughter Meg during a road trip. In Peter's Daughter, Peter and Meg go on a father-daughter bonding trip, but instead of trying to connect with her, Peter spends most of the time making her feel worthless. He criticizes her looks, mocks her insecurities, and makes her question her self-worth. While Meg has always been the family scapegoat, Peter's behavior in this episode goes beyond the usual teasing. By repeatedly undermining Meg's confidence, Peter reveals an ugly side of himself, where he actively works to make his own daughter feel inferior. This moment shows just how damaging his thoughtless cruelty can be, especially to someone as vulnerable as Meg. At number 6, Peter's greed takes over when he tries to sue his friend for money. In Patriot Games, Peter joins a professional football team and becomes incredibly wealthy. When he injures himself during a game, instead of accepting responsibility, he decides to sue the league and his friends for compensation. Peter's willingness to exploit his friends for financial gain reveals his deep-seated greed and lack of loyalty. Rather than cherishing the friendships he has, he's willing to sacrifice them all for a quick payout. It's a selfish move that paints Peter in an especially negative light, as he cares more about money than the people who support him. At number 5, Peter's jealousy takes a dark turn when he sabotages Brian's career. In Brian Writes a Bestseller, Brian experiences a surge of success after publishing a best-selling book. Instead of celebrating his friend's achievements, Peter feels threatened and tries to bring Brian down. Peter's jealousy leads him to make snide remarks, mock Brian's success, and even attempt to ruin his reputation. This betrayal shows Peter's pettiness and inability to be happy for others. He's so focused on his own insecurities that he's willing to destroy his friend's happiness just to feel better about himself. Peter's envy and competitiveness reveal a side of him that's incredibly self-centered and toxic. At number 4, Peter's recklessness causes serious harm when he crashes his car through the wall of a children's hospital. In Hell Comes to Quahog, Peter gets into a minor road rage incident and, instead of letting it go, decides to drive recklessly, resulting in him crashing through a children's hospital. His complete disregard for the safety of others, especially vulnerable children, is disturbing. Peter's actions here reveal his dangerous lack of responsibility and show that he'll put his pride above others' well-being. This incident is a harsh reminder of how Peter's impulsive behavior can lead to real harm, and it shows that he often fails to think about the consequences of his actions. At number 3, we have Peter's decision to impersonate Jesus for his own gain. In I Dream of Jesus, Peter discovers that he resembles a painting of Jesus and decides to use this to his advantage. Instead of respecting the religious symbol or thinking about the impact on those who follow Christianity, Peter takes advantage of people's faith, essentially scamming them for his own benefit. His decision to exploit religion for personal gain shows a lack of respect and morality, even by his standards. It's a moment where Peter's selfishness goes beyond his usual antics, crossing into territory that's offensive to many and harmful to those who look up to him. At number 2, Peter's actions go from selfish to outright abusive when he neglects his family's financial security for his own entertainment. In Lottery Fever, Peter wins the lottery and immediately blows the money on unnecessary luxuries, ignoring the needs of his family. His reckless spending soon puts the family in financial ruin, and instead of taking responsibility, he blames everyone but himself. Peter's complete disregard for his family's stability and well-being reveals his true colors, as he prioritizes short-term pleasures over the long-term needs of his wife and kids. This episode highlights Peter's irresponsibility and shows how damaging his impulsive nature can be to those he's supposed to care for. Finally, at number 1, the worst thing Peter Griffin has done is his consistent mistreatment of Meg. Throughout the series, Peter has consistently ridiculed, belittled, and even bullied Meg in ways that go beyond typical family teasing. Whether he's mocking her appearance, dismissing her achievements, or outright insulting her, Peter's treatment of Meg has often been harsh and damaging. While other characters sometimes join in, Peter is the main source of Meg's suffering, frequently making her feel worthless and isolated. His lack of empathy and love for his daughter is heartbreaking to watch, and it's a clear reminder of Peter's darker side. This continuous mistreatment not only affects Meg's self-esteem, but also highlights Peter's inability to be a caring, supportive father. And that wraps up our list of the top 10 worst things Peter Griffin has done on Family Guy. Some moments were funny, others were shocking, and a few were downright cruel. Let us know in the comments which one you think is the worst. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Family Guy content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.